All right, welcome back. And today we're just going to talk more about some final things to just really fine tune integrating kind of the way that you operate in your life. And so I want to talk about the importance of the morning and the evening. And you probably know by now that I'm a hypnotherapist, and that might sound weird if you've never heard of it before, but all hypnosis is a completely natural state that you move through when you wake up in the morning and when you fall asleep at night. And the easiest way that I usually describe this is, if you've ever woken up in the morning and you have had some bad news or something's happened that's annoyed you, that kind of gets baked in, and then it's really difficult to get out of that all day. But we can take advantage of that, because for about an hour in the morning when you wake up and for about an hour before you go to sleep, you're in this brainwave state, this more receptive, more dynamic state. And so choosing in the morning to set an intention, to have reflective time, to go no social media, no work email is so, so powerful. And I can already hear some of you saying, well, I get up in the morning and I have kids and I do this all this stuff. One of the most incredibly powerful things that you'll ever do for yourself is give yourself that hour in the morning. So if it means going to bed an hour earlier and getting up an hour earlier so that you can have an hour to yourself, I definitely recommend that you have an hour to yourself in the morning before you have to start doing things. So what I mean by that is, if your day looks like wake up, immediately get in the shower, have a coffee, and then get out of the house, that's a really tough way to really dialogue with yourself and intention set and set yourself up for success. If you were to go to sleep an hour earlier, I assure you an hour in the evening is not that big of a deal, but an hour in the morning will change your whole life. Imagine waking up, having that coffee, taking some time to reflect, maybe journal, maybe watch a video that uplifts you and inspires you, and then when you feel ready to take your time, have a shower. Maybe you get into, a lot more into choosing your outfit for the day. You feel better about getting ready. Maybe you have more time. You enjoy making food. Maybe you eat healthier food because you're doing it out of enjoyment, not out of necessity. That's huge. And I don't like to get really big into really specifics. There's all of these things about morning routines. People will be like, this is the morning routine for success. The reality is there's no morning routine that's going to change your life. What's going to change your life is doing some very basic things in the morning. And if you look at the basics of kind of what everybody in the success world is saying, they're all saying, have some kind of movement practice, have some kind of mindfulness practice, and have some time in the morning. That is a big thing. So it's not about doing this and this and this, and you have to do this style of journeying and this style of meditation. It's just about doing it and giving yourself that time. And in the morning is the best time to kind of get in that zone, set the mood, the tone for the day. Who am I going to be? Who do I want to show up as? And before you go to sleep at night is the best time to set your intention for the next day. Maybe just reflecting on what you want to do, especially if you have a day off. If you just kind of go to sleep, we've all experienced this, wake up, oh, I don't have anything planned. The next thing you know, it's 11 o'clock and part of the day is gone. Whereas if you go, tomorrow, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to feel good, I'm going to make a healthy breakfast, I'm going to work out, and then I'm going to go for a hike, or I'm going to go research this thing, or I'm going to go shopping, I'm going to do some work on my business. You're so much more likely to do it because, again, you're taking advantage of that theta brainwave state that you're in before you go to sleep at night and when you wake up in the morning. So really utilize those two states. Another thing that I want to talk about is kind of letting go and intention setting when you change environments or when you change roles. And so what I mean by that is, you're coming home from work, and before you get out of the car and go inside, taking a moment, doing your 2-minute mindfulness. You don't even have to do it for 2 minutes. If you've been doing it and practicing it, you can do it for 10 seconds. Just getting grounded, connecting to your body, having that bit of calm and regulation, and then saying, I'm leaving work at work, and I'm going in to be, a mother or a husband or a wife or whatever that means to you, or just I'm going to go and be myself, my human personal self, and leave work behind, and just setting that intention. The same thing as if you go to the gym, we've all had workouts where we're on our phone and we're distracted and we're getting messages, and other times that we're totally focused and present. You know, what is that experience like? So same thing, before you go to the gym, just taking that 10 seconds, getting connected, letting go of whatever you've been doing and going for the next hour, for the next 40 minutes, for the next, I'm here for my health. I'm going to be the best yogi, the best, you know, whatever it is that you're going to be, and really setting that intention and then doing it. Same thing as before work. You know, this is my time. I've chosen to focus on work this time, to be my most efficient, dedicated, effective self. Letting go, doing that little intention setting, and then being that and embodying it. And it's kind of like compartmentalizing, but in a good way. And, you know, choosing who you're going to be and choosing not to carry other parts of your day or other parts of your life into areas where they don't belong. And that's actually a way of operating that can feel really good. And it feels really good often to the people around you because they recognize, you know, how present and how thoughtfully you're showing up. And finally, I just want to remind you of some of the habits of success that we learned in the beginning for setting ourselves up for this. So you learned to schedule this, you learned to stack it in between habits, and you learn to take a reward after. And so if you've been doing that, and I know many people that take this course have phenomenal success with doing it every day. If you've been doing that, then you have a slot now in your daily routine that's about 20 minutes long that you've been doing every day. So you can now have it replace that with something else. So something else I want you to do is, as this ends and you now have this 20-minute that you've already built a habit of doing something, what do you want to replace it with? Maybe it's something else in personal development. You know, maybe it's you want to watch a 10-minute YouTube video every day that about these kind of topics. Maybe you want to schedule some journaling time or reflection. Maybe you want to use it for something completely different. Maybe, you know, you've got something in your business or a skill you want to learn and you're going to use it for that. But, you know, it would be a shame now that you've built this habit to just let that go to waste. So decide, as you finish this course, you've already created this habit for yourself of doing it every day. What are you going to replace that with? It's going to be way less effort to replace this habit with another similar habit than it is to build another habit all over again once you've let go of this. So think about that. Pick something that's appropriate. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.